Hello, everybody. We're going to be going over how to add colliders. SmutMods and SmutLabs does not have a typical collider setup, though you can make it from scratch. It is suggested that you use the built-in tooling to make your life much easier. To do this, you're going to go to your prefab, open it up, and we are not going to be adding any type of colliders to the actual game objects you see here. We're going to be doing it on the runtime armature skeletal system we have here. When you want to add a collider, you just go to a bone, let's just say the hips, right click, come down to SmutLabs, and you're going to find where it says capsule. Now, as soon as you press capsule, without clicking, you can move your mouse in the viewport and things will change and alter. This is just a fast and easy way to roughly get the shape and size you want. Won't be perfect, but it'll get you more than halfway there. It will place it properly on the bone that you're trying to work on. And for places like the central spinal column, you will have to rotate it. We use E for rotate. And while rotating, you can hold down Control to make it snap. And we're just going to put it roughly into place. Now, let's say that it's not perfect and you want to change it. Normally, you would just use scaling functions by pressing R. Do not do this. If you want to alter the dimensions of this capsule, you're going to go over to the inspector and go to the SmutMods, grab Collider, and you're going to be altering the radius and the length multipliers. And so we know that we want this to be not quite so long, and we'll just drag that down into there, and that's good enough. So we have created our collider, but the next important thing that we must ensure that we do is assign a region. Because right now, it just is a collider, and it doesn't actually tell the game anything when this area is grabbed. So what we do is go down to the inspector, grab collider, component. This dropdown allows us to explicitly define what this capsule is referencing when we grab it. We don't need to say left or right side. It's smart enough to detect that. But we do know that this is the hips. So we're just going to press hips there. And that's all you have to do. You don't have to touch the side. You don't really have to touch priority unless you know what you're doing. And that is pretty much it for that section. Now, when it comes to limbs, let's say we want to work on these legs, like the thighs. We're going to work on this left thigh. We want to do, as I said before, and have two separate colliders, the upper and the lower. We're going to right click on the thigh, the first thigh bone, SmutLabs, capsule. And you'll notice it's actually done a fairly decent job not getting itself too big. It didn't go all the way to the knee. It gave us a pretty decent sized area for wanting to control the hips. Of course, we can adjust that a bit more. Oop. And we're going to put this region type to thigh. And when we grab this area, we know that it's going to be the thigh. Now, you don't have to worry that these areas overlap and touch. It's not going to cause ragdoll issues or anything of the sort. It's okay if these things overlap. Now we've defined this upper leg, and we know that there is a thigh def 2 bone. That is the bone that's in the middle, and we can then use that as the next starting point. There seems to be a glitch I need to address with snapping. But for the most part, we know that this is now going to be the knee. So in review, we've created 3 colliders. This hips one, which is mapped to the hips, the upper thigh, which is also, I realize now, better technically to put to hips as well. You can do thigh. It's basically the same thing. But for now, we're just going to say hips, actually. And then this one is set to knee. What this means is if you grab this collider down here, it means you're grabbing the knee because you're closer to the knee than anything else of relevancy. And if you're grabbing any of these two colliders, odds are you're trying to move the butt region. So that's all we're going to cover today. In the next video, we'll go over the entire character.